It looks like I'm officially live. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm here to do some original songs for you and maybe tell a few stories. But first, we have to finish setting up the live because, let's see. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, let's click that. And now I gotta click this. And now I gotta click, well, I don't really have to do this, but I do it anyway. And now we gotta get the windows in the right places so I can see any messages that might be coming in. All right, align the windows. And Allie is here. Thank you for liking the live. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson, and I'm here to do original songs, and I have just begun. I have only just begun. There is a song by that title, but I'm not going to do it because I didn't write it. So maybe, I don't know, people seem to like this song. So I'm going to start off with this one. This is not my latest single, but my second most latest single. It's only been out since, I guess it came out in July or August maybe? I don't even remember when they came out. Yeah, it was August. Oh. Okay. Let me get everything in order, and then I'll start playing my song for you. Okay, here we go. Ready? All the greatest paintings ever made would pale next to your angel face. Your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. You and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again. The sun is gonna rise. This picture-perfect night will end. But this love of ours will never die. I take your hand and I kiss your lips. Your very presence is a gift. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Oh my goodness, I see that you are Mom. Your mom sent me a pumpkin and question marks, sent me a finger heart. Thank you, and bruh, you followed me. And thank you, Tate, my friend. I'm so glad you like my song. And Have a Cup of Coffee followed me. Thank you so much. I am so glad to be here. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm here to do original songs. Hi, Juju, Mia. Hey, Jaden. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Hey, Samantha SMD. Ella, Robbie, welcome. Oh, thank you, Lily, for the follow. That is so nice of you. I'm really appreciative of that. So, I almost feel like I should do my latest single. That was my second latest single. I always kind of, recently gotten in the habit of doing these two songs. Well, you know what? I'm going to do a different song. Then I'll do my latest single. Hey, Mars. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, Tate, my friend, for the follow. And Zier? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you so much for the follow. What did I do? I just put my pick down. There it is. Okay, I'm not going to do my latest single. I'm going to do kind of... This song is these next two songs are both very different from the one that you just heard. Because, this is one of the things that makes it hard to market myself as an artist, because I do such a, variety of things. It's hard to pick a genre. They say, well, find an artist that you sound like. And it's like, I don't know who I sound like. I sound like one artist. Hey, Janie. I sound like one artist maybe on one song and a different artist on another song. But that was the challenge I accepted when I decided to, do my thing. I never met my grandpa on my mother's side. He abandoned her when she was only 5. My parents treated marriage like a civil war. I feel as if I'm broken at the core. No matter what you see in me today, knowing where I came from, I'm afraid you're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. There's nothing in this world like waking in your arms. But I'm hardwired for a fight or flight response. In my clan, feelings mattered not at all. It's second nature for me to build walls. Talking about the future makes me scared. I'm only telling you because I care. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. If I could change, you'd be worth changing for. I wanna try, but you gotta be warned. You're throwing good love after bad blood. You don't need this kind of pain. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartaches flowing through my veins. You're throwing good love after bad blood. Got heartache flowing through my veins. Got got heartache in my veins. Thank you, Zoe. I'm so glad you like it. And thank you, Preppy, for the follow. Have you ever read the Preppy Handbook? The official Preppy Handbook? You ever seen that? I actually knew the author of that book before she was famous. She lived directly upstairs from me in college. We used to pass each other in the stairwell. I lived all the way at the end of the hall. I've been talking about this in my videos. My junior year, I lived in this big room at the end of the hall. And I was in the stairwell. Oh, thank you, Grace, for the ice cream cone and 2 roses. And thank you for the follow. And Harper, thank you for the follow. But anyway, we used to pass each other in the hallway. We would chat momentarily. But then I realized years later why we didn't become better friends. Because I was a hippie. I dress the same way now as I did when I was in college. I used to dress just like this all the time. And she was into preppiness. But anyway, yeah, I knew a few famous people, I guess, in college. So I promised to do my latest single. This song may be a little bit controversial, but even if you disagree with it, you know it's true. And I do have to give the disclaimer that there is an explicit word in this song, which I will censor. I will substitute a different word to keep it family friendly and within the terms of service, but you'll know which word it is because it's in the second line that rhymes with Twitter. And please, everybody, share the live if you're enjoying this. He calls it X, I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting, Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Thank you so much, Cammie, for 10 roses. And thank you, Aileen, for the follow. And I'm so glad you like this. I'm trying to see what that is in your username. It looks like a cloud. But the screen is far away and my eyes are not what they used to be. So please, everybody, share the live if you're enjoying this and invite your friends. And follow me if you're not following me already. Oh, thank you, Lauren, for the rose. I really appreciate the rose. All right, so I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm doing original songs, although, as I occasionally like to say, sometimes I can be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover because I'm what they call a deadhead. Oh, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for following and sharing. And thank you for everybody who's sent gifts my way. I really appreciate the support. Okay, what can we do next? All right, you know what? Okay, well, I did a romantic song, I did a dark song, and then a sort of political message song. Maybe I will shift. You know, I do have so many types of songs. I actually have them on my websites sorted into categories. Like each category is a separate album. So there's relationship songs, but there's so many relationship songs that I split them up into happy ones and what I call troubled ones, or sweet ones and troubled ones, I guess I call them. Then I have political songs, and I have mental health songs. And I also have silly songs, and then what I call life songs, which includes songs that don't fall into the other category, but also just about life in general. So this one will be in the mental health songs category. And I hope you like it, because I do. I'm the life of the party, or I'm a loner. I'm an alpha go-getter, or a pushover. I'm a mover and a shaker, or a loser and a faker. It's too much up and down. It's time to find some level ground. I need a little balance, a little middle of the road. A little easy does it, a little steady as she goes. If it's full speed ahead, or lying in bed, or riding in between the two extremes, the challenge is balance. Let me stop for a minute and breathe deeply. Sort out the facts from all the feelings. It's no major intervention. The key is staying centered all through the ups and downs. Eyes out for that level ground. I need a little balance, a little middle of the road. A little easy does it, a little steady as she goes. If it's full speed ahead, or lying in bed, or riding in between the two extremes, the challenge is balance. It's not about going for greatness. It's not about giving up. It's knowing when good enough's enough. I need a little balance, a little middle of the road. A little easy does it, a little steady as she goes. If it's full speed ahead, or lying in bed, or riding in between the two extremes, the challenge is balance. No, the challenge is balance. Sam, how are you? Piper, how are you? I'm Seth Hillary Jackson, and I'm doing original songs for you all. And I hope you are enjoying them. Let me see. I'm going to check this little... Oh, now I got to... This could be a mistake, but... All right. Oh, I forgot to check here and here. Okay, so I got several different windows I got to monitor here for messages. And of course, most of the messages are coming in from this screen right here, and you can't see what I'm pointing at, but I'm pointing at it anyway. But then there's a screen here and a screen here. And this one's blocked by my cheat sheet. Yes, I admit to using a cheat sheet. Hey, what's up with you? I'm live. That's what's up. I'm live doing original songs for you. So, you know, I don't have my set lists planned out at all. That's, you know, I mentioned I'm a Deadhead. You know, the Grateful Dead were famous for kind of winging it. They didn't have their set lists planned out either. Hey, I'm glad you're free this weekend. So, you know, I just noted there's a line in that song that was important to me. Oh, there's a lot of lines important to me. But, you know, knowing when good enough's enough, and I thought about that when I sang the line, and then I realized, you know, I have another song that's in the mental health category also that talks about being enough. In fact, that's the title of the song. Oh, thank you for sharing the live. And I'm so glad you're here. So I'm going to do this other mental health. I really like to do these mental health songs because they are meaningful to me. And hopefully they'll be meaningful to any other people who maybe have gone through stuff. Let's see, how does this one start? I keep on looking back at all I haven't done. The sweet success, if I had only. The moves that didn't work. The people that I've hurt. Thinking I deserve it when I'm lonely. This beating myself up is such a waste. It's time to give myself a break. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I still can hear that voice come piercing through the years, commanding me to blame myself. It's time to let that go. By now I ought to know I'm worth as much as anybody else. I'm gonna let the tears fall where they may. Remind myself that I'm okay. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I have my moments, I have my good days. I've got my inner strength and I've got the will to change. So enough of the guilt, enough of the shame, enough shrinking back when I hear my name. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. A little more compassion, a little more self-love, a lot more realization that I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And guess what else? You are also enough. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, FW I can't pronounce it. Fue. I'm sorry. And Gio, thank you so much for the follow. Did I thank Maggie for the follow yet? And Lauren? I don't remember. I may have. But if I didn't, thanks. And if I did, still thanks. And, oh, Skibbity, welcome. Shandi, welcome. Stacy, welcome. Noah, welcome. Rena, welcome. Stacy. Mary Beth, welcome. Holly, welcome. I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm doing original songs, which means songs that I wrote or co-wrote. Most of them are songs that I have written on my own, but I have some pop and country songs that are co-written. Because, before I put out my first album, I spent a couple of decades trying to make it as a songwriter, just a non-performing songwriter, as they call it. So, I was writing songs, hoping to get somebody on a major label to record it and have a hit. And I did come very close a few times, and for various reasons. I don't really, I have a couple of songs that are a little, I guess, not really. I have this one song that's kind of jazzy. I was actually tempted to play it, except I'm not very good at playing it, because the reason I wrote it is I was trying to learn some jazz chords. And so I got this jazz progression to practice. And it's kind of getting boring practice progression. So I thought, what if I write a song with this progression? So I wrote this song. It's 4 chords, and they're all these jazz chords. But these are chords I'm not good at playing. So I really like the song, but, it's kind of weird. And I haven't practiced it in a while. And there's this one, the C6. Oop, see, I messed it up already. See, now I play, but it's hard for me to play that on the fly. I'm really tempted to do the song, but I just don't, I don't want to mess it up that badly. It's fun because I actually made a video series of writing this song, because I started writing it and I thought, while I'm writing it, why don't I record what I'm doing? So I sort of wrote it in real time, although eventually I wrote sections and then recorded and explained what I did. But the very beginning of the song, I just started out, okay, I'm going to write a song, and I just started doing it and started making up words as I went along, and have some videos. It's called All That Matters. All right, let me try it. I'm just going to try it. Apologies in advance if I totally mess this up. Oops, see, I can't. I'm messing it up already. Now, I haven't practiced it. I was like, I better not do it. I'm already messing it up. Hey, Funky, thanks for the follow. I'll read you the words. How's that? I really like because, well, they say it might rain, but I won't complain. There's a roof over me, and I love what I see. My baby's on the couch with her nose in a book. All I want to do is to smile and to look. Who cares what happens out there? She's all that matters. Just hanging with her, not saying a word, just hearing her breathe. My world is complete. There's lightning and thunder, but I couldn't care. I'm just sitting back in this comfortable chair. The two of us here in this room is all that matters. It was all about me before we fell in love, but everything means so much more when it's all about us. Yeah, right. I mean, if I had practiced it beforehand, if the rain gets in, I would sink or swim to be her lifeboat, holding her close. It goes without saying, she knows how I feel, but still I like reminding her that we're the real deal. So I say to her, I love you. You're all that matters. Now, if I could only play those chords, I could sing that for you, but since I couldn't, I just... Well, since I read the words, I'm not going to sing it. That's like, I think, the first time I've ever read the words to one of my songs on one of my lives. I hope you enjoyed it. What shall we do next? We should switch gears. Let's switch gears. Oh, you know what? So, thanks. Thank you. And I really I'm proud of it because of the way I wrote it. You know, I just kind of just on the spur of the moment I wrote it. And I explain, you know, in these videos what I did and why I did what I did. Oh, you want to hear? I just did 2 mental health songs. But since you are requesting this, I will do this for you, Anita. Oh, I remember you because, yeah, you liked my mental health songs previously. So, yeah, this is, I wrote this about anxiety. This is also on the first album that I released, which remains, oh, thank you, Aaron, which remains the only album, although I have another one that I'm not going to make a big thing out of it, but I've created it. I just haven't publicized it yet. So here we go. My brain says, let's go. My body says, oh my God. There's a flood and an earthquake from my head to my heart. Just keep this beating faster, impending disaster. Shaking all over, my feet getting colder. I wanna run away, run away. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. Another deep breath still doesn't turn off my mind. But despite all the panic, my life's not on the line. Just keep breathing, keep on believing. Gonna get through it, just gotta do it. Start with just a step, just a step. 'Cause fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. I'll get it all together if I can just remember. Fear is a monster, a dream-killing horror that screams to be conquered by reason. It stands over me, big fangs but no teeth. Its power is all in what I see. There's really nothing here, just fear. There's really nothing here, just fear. Oh, thank you, Shelby, for 10 roses. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. That makes me feel really validated. How old am I? Wait, I got a couple of questions here. So, how long have I been doing this? Well, it depends on what we mean by this. I released my first album. So this leads into the other question. I released my first album at the ripe young age of 62, and I am now 69 years old. Oh, Shelby, thank you for 3 roses. Thank you so much. And thank you, Aubrey, for the follow, and Dylan for the follow. Oh, and Shelby, 4 more roses. You're so amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the love. Okay. Well, you know, I'm on my debut album page. So I might as well do this song, right? Oh, thank you, Shelby, for sharing the live. That's a funny question because there's a sort of funny, it's not that funny, but I played with a band 1 gig. And it was a birthday party for this like 13-year-old or something, this teenager, and we weren't paid. And you know, I had this friend who, I was just a beginner, really. You know, I could strum some chords, which is pretty much what I still do, but I was really a beginner. And I had this friend who played electric guitar, lead guitar. Yeah, he wasn't great, but he could, you know, he was good. He could play. And then we decided, I don't even know how this idea came together. I guess it was his idea. He said, let's get a band. And I don't know, he invited these other people, and none of them were really like that good, like were really accomplished musicians by any stretch. And somehow there were 2 keyboard players. I guess they were friends and they both wanted to be in the band. So we didn't need 2 keyboard players, but we had them. And we did this gig. The kids thought we were great. We were pretty terrible, but they thought we were great. And that was the end of the band, though. We never, I guess, I don't know why we didn't break up. We just, I guess, weren't motivated to get back together. But anyway, I'm going to do this little song from my album. The album's called This One's For You. You can hear it on Spotify, or you can actually download it on my website. And yes, I will definitely say happy birthday, Elijah. Yeah, I know, it is pretty wacky. Although, you know, the Grateful Dead, who I've mentioned many times, I'm a big Deadhead, they actually toured for 1.5 years with 2 keyboards. And so they had, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Spinal Tap, you know how the drummers keep exploding or whatever happens to them. Well, the Grateful Dead were a little bit like that with the keyboard player. They had 4 different keyboard players, and you know, one of them they kicked out, and then they got another one, and then he got kicked out, but then he died shortly afterwards. And then they got another one, and he died. And then they replaced him. And when they replaced him, I don't know if you know, you've heard of Bruce Hornsby? He had a really big hit song in the 80s, you know. Now I'm having a mental block. That's The Way It Is. The Way It Is. It was a really big hit song. Bruce Hornsby, and he had a couple other not as big hits, but he had a few hits, and he was a pop guy. But turns out he was also a jam band lover. And when they got this new keyboard player, for some reason, he joined them too. And he toured with them for 1.5 years. So they had the new keyboard player and Bruce Hornsby touring with them. And it's kind of an interesting era to listen to them because the sound is really busy with these 2 keyboard players, but it's kind of interesting. Anyway, this song is from my album, which I said you can... Hey, Emiliano, I was hoping to see you tonight. How you doing? So this is from the album called This One's For You. You light up any room. You shine, that's just what you do. Such a wonder to behold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. I wanna hold you all my life. Gaze into those 2 glittering eyes. See the beauty in your soul. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless. It's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. When 10,000 years have passed, this love of ours is always gonna last. Still burning bright when the sun's gone cold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless. It's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless, and it's timeless, like this ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're a diamond, let me be your band of gold. Thank you for the rose. I don't know how to pronounce your username because it's a symbol. But thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you and your support. Simmery. Thank you, Carissa. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Dolphin. I'm so glad you like my voice and guitar. And thank you, Milo, for the share, and Emiliano for the share. Oh, you know, I started playing that and I thought, I'm doing a song for my album, This One's For You. Maybe I should have done the title song. But I don't want to do the title song now because it's also another love ballad, and I don't want to do two love ballads in a row. Hold on one second. You said Jim Carrey. I only get that on this platform. Oh, speaking of platforms, I should check my other window to see if there are any messages. Okay. So I only get that on this platform, and when it happens on my live, that only means one thing. And I'll bet Emiliano could probably guess, if he's still here, what that one thing is. Thank you, Jen. I love you too, and I hope you're having a great day. But since you said Jim Carrey, I have to do this song. Because I'm not Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey did inspire this one song. Because, okay, so I mentioned before I was writing songs to try to get them recorded by other artists. I was pitching songs, writing them and making demos and pitching to publishers. And a lot of them were country songs, so I was going to Nashville. And one of the really important things when you're doing that, I mean, it's important no matter what, but it's even more important when you're trying to pitch songs to publishers and labels, is to have a good title. So I was having this conversation with another writer about what makes a good title. And then somebody said, you know, that movie Dumb and Dumber, that's a great title for a movie. I mean, it wouldn't be a good song title, but and as soon as I heard that, I was like, whoa, I got this idea. It's like, I got to prove them wrong. So here's my song. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, 'cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. So that was the Jim Carrey inspired song. So if you're enjoying this, please follow me and share the live. And thank you for the like. And please keep tapping your screen so we can reach, let's see, how many likes do we have? Oh, that's the wrong screen. I have a screen that tells me, oh, we're halfway. We are halfway to the goal of 20,000 likes. So please keep tapping your screen. And that also invites more people because it tells the algorithm that this is rocking and we're having a good time here. Daniela, Violet, Mads, Chloe, hey, welcome everybody. Jonathan, hey, I'm Seth Hillary Jackson. I'm doing original songs, so please hang around. Katie and Billy and Olivia, hey, welcome. Stacy's mom is here. Julie, London, Lauren, hey everybody. Welcome. And I hope you will enjoy my original songs that I have written so I can share them with you. Okay. Oh, you know what? So I almost didn't make it live today because, you know, I have chronic fatigue. I have long COVID. So I have chronic fatigue, so I kind of am limited into what I can do every day. So it was like a choice. Do I go live or do I work on another song? So I've been working on recording this song like forever. Thank you, Alyssa. So I've been working on recording this song forever, and I just I don't know if this is the final mix. I think it's not. I just listened to it and it needs another adjustment. But I was working on this mix of this new song today, and I thought maybe I should preview this new song for you. This is very different from any of the other songs that you've heard. I haven't written a song quite like this one. So here we go. Oh, those eyes. Oh, your touch. Oh, the feelings you stir up. Deep breath, deep breath. You excite me and scare me to death. Let's go somewhere. Get so far gone that we don't care. Come with me. Hold on tight. We can make it all the way tonight. On the edge, you and me, as close as we can ever be. Come with me. Oh, your scent. Oh, those lips. Oh, the way you move those hips. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're so good I'm losing myself. Want more, more, more. Now every part of me is yours. Come with me. Hold on tight. We can make it all the way tonight. On the edge, you and me, as close as we can ever be. Come with me. You're all that matters. You're all I see. All I want for you to come with me. Hold on tight. We can make it all the way tonight. On the edge, you and me, as close as we can ever be. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. So that will, I believe, be my next single. Thank you, Lucy, for the heart puff, and Nathan for the rose. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So, like I said, I just did a mix. I'm pretty sure it's not the final one because just before I came live today, I just checked the mix. And I'm like, not quite right. But then I'm going to get some professional feedback next week on my mix before I finalize it. And sometimes that professional feedback means that I have to do a whole lot of fixing, but hopefully I'm getting better so I have less fixing to do. And hopefully I can get the song out within a month or so. I mean, I could get it out. I could just release it and put it out there, but I like to give it a little, they say to give it 28 days at least lead time, but I usually give it less than that. But I want to at least give it long enough so that the Spotify editors have a chance to listen to it and maybe put it on one of their playlists, although that has yet to happen. I would love to get a song on the Spotify editorial playlist. Oh, thank you so much, London. Oh, thank you, Skippity Slicers, for 2 roses. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just check my other window. There's nobody watching on those other platforms. Ha! At least it says there's nobody watching. You never know, though. Okay, let's see. Let's see where we are. Where we are? Well, I'm where I am. I'm in New Jersey. That's where I am, but I don't know where you are. You're in many different places, I'm sure. Thank you, Paige, for the follow. Hey, everybody, if you're enjoying this, please follow me and share the live. Also, when we're done, please visit my website, SethHillaryJackson.com. Keeping in mind that Hillary is spelled with 1 L because I'm not Hillary Clinton, but I am hilarious. And I'm also on Spotify, so please follow me on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. Actually, there's a link in my bio that you can copy and paste into your browser, and that will take you to all my other links. And on my website, by the way, you can not just stream my music, but download it. And you can also do other things, such as sign up for the Seth Heads newsletter and be among the first to know anytime I have a news out. And sometimes I send discount codes for merch and stuff. Oh yes, and of course I have merch on my website. And you know what? I have not played any of these songs yet, but you know what I did for my merch? I got to self-promote here. So, you know, I had a bunch of merch that was like album covers, cover art. But then I got this idea. I had a song that had a line in it that I thought, God, this, you know, I want to make a t-shirt out of this line. It's so good because, you know, it just stands on its own. I thought it was the best line I'd ever written, possibly. So I did that, and then I realized I had a few other songs that had these one single lines that just kind of stood alone by themselves. So I made merch out of several lyrics. I have like 5 different songs that have lyric merch, and I should play one of those now. So which one of those should I play? All right, well, I'm going to play this one. Somebody asked me earlier how old I am. And believe it or not, you can tell I'm not young. I'll bet I'm, of all the people on this live, I'll bet I'm the oldest by a lot. I'm 69. I released my first album when I was 62 after spending decades trying to get an artist at a major label to record one of my songs, and that hasn't happened yet. Still could. But I still have my dream, and I want to have a hit. And no matter how old I am, I'm still going. So I wrote this song. A child's birthday's a party with their friends. Mine feels like a countdown to the end. I look back on the distance I have come. There are doors I still want to open up. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. The clock is ticking till the day it's not. While I'm kicking. I'll give it all I've got. My plans maybe aren't meant to be, but a ray of hope is just enough for me. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. When all is done and I'm laid to rest, I'll be at peace if I've done my best. I'm on a quest. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Lils, for the follow. Thank you, person with the face, for the follow. Thank you, Skibbity, for the follow, and Trooper for the share. So anyway, the line that I turned into merch from that song is, "A ray of hope is just enough for me," because I just think that's a good message on its own, outside of the song. So on my website, let's see, what do I have? I should have had this well, I wasn't really planning my set list, but I'm going to just pull up my website and see what I've got for that song. I have different merch, and I'm open to suggestions, by the way, on what kind of items I should have. But for this song, let's see. For this song, it's the Ray of Hope collection. I have a t-shirt, a coffee mug, a tote bag, and a mouse pad. So what do you think of that selection of items? You know, I'm limited by what the supplier has. But do you like that selection? I mean, I could make posters, or I could make hoodies. I don't want to have more than, well, I have one song that has 8 items. The first one I did has 8 items, but all the others have 4. I don't want there to be too many choices, you know. It'll make the page crowded, and it'll just make it harder to choose. So those are the 4 things. But if there's something better I could have, let me know what you think. I could have, like I said, a hoodie, or posters, or I guess a phone case I could have. Those are probably the best choices. But right now, for that song, Ray of Hope, there's a t-shirt, coffee mug, tote bag, and mouse pad. And also, there's a choice of mouse pads. Could be a regular mouse pad or a gaming mouse pad. But right, I have a regular mouse pad up there. All right. Let me get my windows back in order. Well, I have not all my songs, but I have my website has my songs where you can stream or download. And you can download them for free. Or you can, you know, it depends on, I don't have them all the same. I haven't decided what the best strategy is, so I kind of have it mixed. So some of them you can download in exchange for an email. Some of them you can download for free, or you can name a price and donate as much as you choose. I think most of them are the name your price option. And I think there may be a couple that actually have a price on them, but I think most of them are free. Hey, Chloe! Oh, I'm sorry you're not having a good night. I don't know if I should ask. You know, Chloe, I was just actually thinking about you and wondering if maybe you might want to be a moderator for my lives. Because you're here a lot, right? And I'd love to have a moderator who's here a lot. All right. Well, you know, the only thing is, the way it's set up, I can't do it now. It has to be, so I have to either do live from my phone or from the TikTok Studio app. Those are the only places I can do it. But I usually stream from this other app called Streamlabs, and I don't have the ability to do it. And I can only do it during a live. So I'm going to have to do a live from one of these other apps, and you'll have to be there at the time. So I don't know if I can message you because I don't know your name. So maybe it has to just be luck. I have to hope that you show up when I do this live. But I know for a fact. Oh, you know what? I messed up really badly. So I was signed up to be featured on TikTok. I was going to be a featured live. Yeah, well, I couldn't. I don't know how to DM you anyway. But I was featured. I was scheduled to be featured, a 2-hour feature. I thought, oh, 2 hours. I've never done a 2-hour live before. I don't know if I can do a whole 2 hours. And then I messed up. I had it in my calendar for the correct day. And then I got the reminder. And for some dumb reason, don't ask me why, I thought, oh, wait, it's not today. It's tomorrow. And so I didn't go live that day. And I went live the next day thinking I was featured. And then I looked at the calendar on my computer. I'm like, oh, my God. It was yesterday. I totally missed it. So I hope I get another chance to be featured. I have no idea how many people would show up if I were featured, and I'm so glad you caught me too, Audrey. And thank you, Vivi. So please follow me if you're not doing that already, and go to my website. And everybody, I hope you're tapping the screen. I can't check. Let me check. Let me see how many likes we have. We're 3/4 of the way to my goal of 20,000 likes. So if you all keep tapping the screen, hopefully we can make it. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hang out here because, as some of you know, if you've been following me, I have long COVID, chronic fatigue, and it's really hard for me to do much of anything. So I use a lot of my energy when I can go live. I go live for you all, and I can only make it. And for a while, I was only limiting myself to 20 minutes or a half an hour, but I've discovered that I can usually go an hour, or sometimes a little longer. And I can go even longer if I play less and talk more. So feel free to ask me any questions, so I can take a break and hang out and talk with you all and chat and share info. Oh, Shelby, thank you much. I see you. Did I miss something? Shelby sent me. So I appreciate all the gifters, Lucy and Shelby and Nathan and Skibbity. Thank you so much for your support. And oh, Kate, thank you so much for the hand heart. That's my first hand. Oh, you know that? I saw your order, Chloe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the order. Kate, thank you so much. That's my first hand heart for tonight. And for those of you who can see, I guess on your screen you should be able to see I have a live goal. And Kate is the first person to help towards that live goal of 5 hand hearts. I'm not sure I'm supposed to even say that. They have these rules about what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. I hope I'm allowed to say that. I know I'm allowed to say that I have a live goal. I don't know if I'm allowed to say specifically what it is. I guess I should be allowed to say that because I can say thank you for the hand heart. So I'm allowed to use that word. But they're pretty strict. People get banned for all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, Kate, 3 more hand hearts. You are so amazing. I totally appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's allowed? So do you go live, Jay Thaddeus? Are you a live creator? How many people on this live also go live? Oh, you moderate for many. Okay, great. Are your creators members of agencies? Are your creators in live agencies? Because if they're not, I can recommend. I'm in an agency, and it's great. I wonder if they're watching now. They might even be watching me right now. If you're watching, I'm not kidding. I mean it. You people, the agency is called Talenture. Talent, like the word talent plus URE, and they're really good. So if you I had a hard time finding information about these live agencies. As soon as I was able to go live, I started getting all these DMs from all these agencies, and I actually joined one, and I really didn't like it, so I left. And then I tried to get information on which agencies are good and which ones aren't good. And it's like so hard to find any information. But I ended up choosing Talenture, and they're really, really great. No, that's even better. Oh, if they don't intend to become good, good night, Chloe. Thank you. You too. I hope you have a better night. So, yeah, if they don't care about becoming big, it doesn't matter. But if they do, the fact that they're small, the agencies, that's what they do. They take small streamers and they, help them grow their live. Do I know Simple Man? I know a song called Simple Man by Graham Nash. I don't know if that's the one I don't know how to play it. But actually, I'm a songwriter. My main thing is that I'm a songwriter and I do original songs. I wish I had a referral link so I could get some sort of, I don't even think they have that. But they do have a thing this month where there's a little competition of people referring, but I didn't enter that because the prize of the competition is something that I can't take advantage of, so I didn't enter. Play my favorite original. It's hard to say which is my favorite. I will play an original that I like. Of course, all the originals I'm playing are ones that I like, or I wouldn't be playing them. But let's see. Okay, well, I guess I should play this one. I don't know if this is my favorite, but it's the one I've been playing the longest. And I know it's an audience favorite often. When I used to play out live. It doesn't matter in case I am entered. Oh, that's okay. I think I would have to have disclosed it in order to be entered, because I'd have to give a link and say that, Anyway, I'm not entered, but thank you for the warning. So anyway, this song, it's based on a true situation and a real person with the real name in the title. Try to picture her. Her hair like a veil of gold. There aren't any words. Her face like a tale untold. There's a hunger we share, and she gives me a stare with eyes that could melt the cold. I can see paradise, but her flames turn to ice. She locks up her stole. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, a vision in the night. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, you are the morning light. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, I've got you in my sight, but I cannot take you, cannot break you, cannot shake you, and I can't stand back no more. Try to picture her. Her heart wears a coat of steel. Woman of the world, a mask that can seem so real. I can see in her eyes, underneath her disguise, the fear of a lonely child, afraid of a part deep down in her heart that wants to run wild. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, you're crying deep inside. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, and so you run and hide. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, together we could fly, but I cannot find you, cannot bind you, can't unwind you, and I can't stand back no more. Many years ago, they taught you to be oh so strong. You built a wall of stone and you fought your pain alone too long. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, why don't you take my hand? Gabrielle, Gabrielle, I'm the one who understands. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, your wish is my command, but you won't receive me, won't believe me, won't deceive me, and I can't stand back no more. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, old echoes from the dark. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, still tearing you apart. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, it's not too late to start, but I cannot bend you, cannot mend you, can't defend you, and I can't stand back no more. I cannot find you, cannot bind you, can't unwind you, and I can't stand back no more. I cannot take you, cannot break you, cannot shake you, and I can't stand back no more. Thank you. I can't pronounce that for the rose, and Daisy for 3 roses, and I see Gabrielle shared the live. The reason, so Gabrielle was the name of a real person that I had this, oh, thank you for another rose, and Daisy and Velvet, thank you for the rose. So there was a real person named Gabrielle, and we really had this like messed up thing that we could have but didn't have a relationship because of whatever. It's too complicated to even go into, but has a lot to do with anxiety. But anyway, the reason that song came out as well as it did is because Gabrielle is such a pretty name. It really is a beautiful name, and it's such a good name to sing. It's just so singable. And I'm always happy when I see somebody named Gabrielle in my live, and I'm doing that. You know, I like to do that song, especially when somebody with that name is in my live. So I'm glad you're here, Gabrielle, and I'm glad you like the song. And thank you, Jay Thaddeus, for sharing the live, and I'm really glad you like the song too. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should just do one more because I am getting tired, and maybe I should actually do no more. Because, the worst part of this chronic fatigue is there's something called post-exertional malaise, where the symptoms get worse if you overexert. And the worst thing is you don't know you've overexerted until it's too late. So like the next day. So if I do too much, I'll be out of commission for who knows how long. So yeah, I'm starting to get tired. So I definitely would love to hang around and maybe I can just chat with you all for a little while. But I think that might be my last song for the evening. Unless, I did this the other day. I don't know if it's worth doing, but especially on Saturday night, it's already getting late. But the other day I did an experiment when I thought I was being featured and I hadn't finished my 2 hours that I thought was allotted to me. and I was getting tired. So I took a little break. Oh, thank you, Emily, for the follow. I took a little break and just like lied down for like 10 minutes and came back and finished the live. So I could do that, but I don't know anybody, a lot of people, not that many people hung around. A few did. So I don't know if it's worth doing that right now, especially when it's already late. So I probably won't do that. But I'm happy to chat with you all. Anybody have any questions they want to ask me? Or, oh, thank you, Natalie. I'm so flattered. For an old guy, right? So, Emily, I said I'd love to answer questions, but, well, I'll answer your question. But, I have been telling my story on my videos, on my profile. And it's funny because I started out, my intention was to talk about my songwriting and my music business career. And then in order to really tell the story, there are some things, I ended up getting into all this backstory. I started playing guitar, but I never really, when I was 11 years old, but I never really got into it. And I quit. I'd rather play sports. So I started talking about sports. And then, I've been getting to the point where, and sports actually affected my music. And I have this whole story. And then I just started, I picked up a guitar in college. So I was starting to tell my college story, but I had to, in order to get to college, okay, I'll tell these stories about high school and, how I picked my college major and applying to college. And now I'm talking about my social. I was just about to get to the part where I got my guitar, but then I realized, oh, there's a couple of other good stories I can tell from this period. So the music I play, I don't really fit neatly into a genre, it makes it a little bit challenging as a marketing thing. Because, the first thing they tell you when you're trying to promote yourself is, well, find a similar artist. Find an artist that you sound like. And I've asked everybody I know in the music business and out, who do I sound like? And they were like, oh, you're unique, Well, that's a nice compliment, but it doesn't help for marketing. I mean, I have a couple of songs that sound like maybe one artist and a couple of songs that sound like a different artist. But to listen to, there's no question about my favorite genre to listen to. I'm what they call a deadhead, which means I'm a really big fan of the band, The Grateful Dead. And actually, they're considered a rock band. Oh, thank you for the follow, Talia. So they're considered a rock band, but they're really not really a rock band. They're their own genre. The Grateful Dead is their own genre. They're also considered a jam band, but they're not really a jam band either because they have a lot of songs. Like I've listened, okay, everybody says, oh, if you like the Dead, you should listen to Fish. Oh, do you really? So people say, if you like the Grateful Dead, you love Fish. Okay, and there are other jam bands. So I've listened to Fish and like a couple of these other jam bands. And the Dead are not like those bands. Because Fish, like pretty much they jam, every song is a jam. Whereas the Grateful Dead, they have a lot of songs that are just songs. Oh, I know. I have this friend from college. He's like the only friend that I still stay in touch with from college. He's been my best friend and he's a Dead. And that's another story I was about to tell in my story profile, meeting him. But he's a Deadhead. We used to go to Dead shows together, and he emailed me yesterday with the sad news, and it's like, that came out of nowhere. It's sad, but it's hard to be too sad. But if I really think about it, I'll become really sad, Oh, I should do a song. I should do a song for Phil. I said, I do original songs. Every once in a while, I can be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover. And I'm going to do one now because there's one song. Well, there are two that I could do. Now, I said I'm done doing songs and I'm too tired. But I really want to do this song because you mentioned. Okay, so this is a Grateful Dead. Do I need a capo? I think I need a. I haven't played the song in a while. I think I use a capo for this because it's in the key of F. And F is notoriously the hard chord to play. Fare you well, my honey. Fare you well, my only true one. True one. I haven't played this in a while. True one. There you go. All the birds that were singing are flown, except you alone. Gonna leave this broke down palace on my hands, in my knees. I will roll, roll, roll. Make myself a bed by the waterside. In my time, I will roll, roll, roll. In a bed by the waterside, I will lay my head. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. River, gonna take me, sing me sweet and sleepy. Sing me sweet and sleepy all the way back home. It's a far gone lullaby sung many years ago. Mama, mama, many worlds I've come since I first left home. Going home by the waterside, I will rest my bones. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Gonna plant a weeping willow on the bank's green edge. It will roll, roll, roll. Sing a lullaby beside the water. Mama, lovers come and go. The river roll, roll, roll. Fare you well, fare you well. I love you more than words can tell. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Fare you well, fare you well. I love you more than words can tell. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Thank you so much for the rose, Natalie. Oh, and thank you, Sammy, for 3 roses. Hey, Katie. I'm so glad you're here. And Justin, thank you for the follow. And Natalie, thank you for the follow. And thank you, Natalie, for reminding me that I have that song, and I really love that song. You know, the Grateful Dead are not known for like their tender ballads, but that song makes me tear up still when I sing it, and it's just perfect for the occasion, you know. And I'm so glad you reminded me to do that song. And that's a really great song to end with. As a matter of fact, the Grateful Dead used to use that as an encore to end their shows. So it's very appropriate that we do that. The other song I could have done, which I've never done on a live before, is Ripple. That probably would have been good too. That song also makes me tear up sometimes. So it's going okay. How's it going with you, Katie? And I was just mentioning I'm about to wrap up. That song was a Grateful Dead cover dedicated to Phil Lesh, who passed away yesterday at the age of 84. And it was very sudden. He was their bass player. It was very sudden. I don't know if he was even sick. Nobody knew. If he was, nobody knew about it. And I just got this email from my friend who was a Deadhead yesterday with a link to the article in the New York Times. And it was a shock. So I'm so glad you're all here. If you're not following me yet, please do. And let's see, do we have the 20,000 likes? Oh, we did. We made it to 20,000 likes. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. So please also visit my website, SethHillaryJackson.com, remembering that Hillary is spelled with one L, because I'm not Hillary Clinton, but I am hilarious. Also, follow me on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. There's a link in my bio. You could copy and paste that into your browser. That will take you to a link tree or a smart link or whatever you want to call it. That has my website, all my streaming platforms, all my social media. And you can follow me everywhere. You can follow me to the ends of the earth. And I would totally appreciate that. And with your help, we can go viral. I actually had a video go viral the other day. It wasn't one of my songs, though. I actually have a song called I Want to Go Viral, and I've posted videos of this song to my profile, and it has not yet gone viral. But I had one of my story videos went viral last week. It's got over 100,000 views. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet. Has anybody seen that video? It's the story about me being like one of the world's first hackers. Anybody seen that video yet? Well, if you haven't, it's got over 100,000 views. It's my biggest claim to fame so far. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I don't know when I'm going to get to go live again because of my long COVID, my chronic fatigue. I was thinking, can I go live? I've never done like a live at night and then a live the following afternoon. I would love to try a live on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the best times to go live. I know some people said they like evenings because they can watch before they go to bed, but I know some people like to, watch, when they get home from work or school or whatever. And so I don't know what the best times are. I don't think I've done a Sunday afternoon. Maybe I have. But I'm going to go live again as soon as I can. And also, it's always a choice between, do I go live or do I work on a new song? And I have a new one. I started writing this new song. Sometimes it takes me really forever to write a song. Every once in a while, my last two singles I wrote really quickly. I wrote them both like in an hour or a couple of hours or less. But this new song I started like 3 weeks or a month ago, and I'm just kind of writing down, like I have a bunch of lines and I haven't worked them into a structure yet. I kind of, in my mind, kind of know where they're going to go, but I don't even know if I want to write the song because it may be too, I don't know. It's about me. It's about my life. I don't know if I want to tell everybody all these things about me or not, but I'm an artist, so it's kind of what I do. But I don't know, maybe it's too specific, or maybe not. But in order to get the message of the song across, I guess I kind of have to be specific. Oh, thank you, Sadie, for liking the live. So anyway, I gotta create new songs. Otherwise, I'll just, be repeating myself all the time. And it's a good creative thing, and it's good for the brain, and it's good for self-expression to write new songs. So I'll either do that or go live tomorrow. And I hope, I can't schedule these things because, as I said, I never know when I'm going to have the energy with this long COVID that, has been a problem. So I just hope you will all be around, and I hope I will catch you. And if you're following me, maybe you'll get a notification when I go live. I don't know how that works. So some people get notifications. I don't know if you have to turn something special on. Oh, thank you, Natalie, for the follow, and Sammy. I said that already. So I don't know if you have to do anything special to get notified when I go live, or if you just following me notifies you. I don't know how that works. But if there is a notification that you want to turn on, please do that. And I will see you, hopefully, at my next live. And it has been really fun. I really love being with you all. Oh, and now I just see Jay Reload. I don't know how long ago this message came. I'm actually streaming on several platforms. I don't know if you're still here because this message is not time-stamped, and I had this screen covered, so I just got a message on a different platform. Now I'm streaming on multiple platforms. So Jay Reload, I don't know if you're still here and if you've heard what I have been talking about, but I'm about to wrap up. And so please follow me on whatever platform you can.